Do it here. On this HVAC board, trying to get things squared away. But I got like 4 of them left. And what we got here, this one's got no, does not have voltage on this IC. Right in here, you can see all the corrosion. Here, we got to track this back. I know this is on here. Where are we at? Here, tracks over to here, and oh. Be right here. Take a look here and see. Looks like, yep, that trace is gone. Well, most definitely the problem. I'd say that's the whole problem, but there's at least part of it. Rebuild that trace. Let's see. Try that a little bit. And I like to do these a little different. I making traces like this. I'll try to actually flatten them out. Not always, but on the sticker I do. They lay better and they look better most of the time. This may be too larger than I want to go with this trace, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll go with it. Okay. Love my flux. Here we go. Let's see. All right. Let's end up here. Clean that up. And we'll throw it on the tester. Go from there. Bet you we have at least some improvement there. Should have. And this last several boards here have a lot of corrosion. So this over. All right. We can do. No. Completely, but that programmed, and at least got some of the function now. We've got voltage out of 06. Huh. Weird. It says I have 10 volts out, but it's not showing here. So let's try 6, 10 volts, 7, also 10 volts. Interesting. Nothing's showing here. Does that mean our ground is bad? Check across that. See, doesn't really make sense. So let's check. Aha. Yeah. Oh wait. Interesting. So as of we got a bad ground on Y07, so know that for sure. Again, these traces, I can guarantee there's more than just that bad trace of the others. So 10 volts there. Gonna be no ground there, so there it is. It is actually the terminal. Terminal was not making connection. Okay, so now we've got all of our outputs. Output there, 5 volt out there, so all that's good. So now I'm going to come over here and take a look here at our input values. And that's exactly where all these should be. These should all be the same. I've got inputs going to each of these at state approximately 33 volts, or 33 degrees. Let me get to this. There we go. Okay. Functioning as we expect it to. Now let's check our inputs 4 through 7. Ah, those are not. Okay. 0. Got here. Okay, we have a problem here on 4, 5, 6, and 7. Which is 34. Let's check that first. Yeah, okay. Definitely got problems with inputs 4 through 7. Everything else is good. We got 5 volts. We got 10 volts on 6 and 7, so going out. So it's our inputs now. So we can take a look down here. I mean, already I think I can see the issue. This is that area corrosion that we had. Let's see. All right. See the. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That would do it right there. Look at that. Look at that. Saw this earlier, but left it. The resistor array here. I don't think this is the whole problem, because I know how this part of the circuit works, but definitely could be part of it. I'm gonna redo that. See what else we got. Basically, these are this right here. This comes, see, that is from RSMS, so that should be fine. I think it's functioning. It needs cleaned up nonetheless. Come back here. Anything common? all these corroded section here. So there's nothing real goofy. So these commons, look at that real quick just to see. Take a look here. Go ahead and check continuity across these just to here I can see. Okay. Okay, we're good through there. See what else we got. We got on that resistor array. This resistor right there. Actually looks okay. Probably I'm gonna clean that up, but I'm gonna trace which input do I want to trace? Let's start with four. Let's start with 4. Just to there. There it goes. This resistor array. There. And then five. Goes to here, I imagine, and then probably to there, yeah. 6 goes to here and likely to there. 7 goes to here and likely to there. Okay. Distance array. Okay, 9.9 is about 10K. 10K. Okay, yeah, I feel like this is just perfect. Okay, okay. And from there, these capacitors. Capacitors. Here, from there. Okay, we go to this LM324N. And this one goes to there. All right, so each of these goes. Where's that one? So each of these go to this LM324N. So that means likely. Let's check and see if there's any visible issues with this. See, I'll have to stay with the traces again. That's too often I see these traces are trashed. So. Not real obvious just yet, so I'm gonna keep looking here, keep looking. Clean this up a little bit. It's driving me nuts. I wanted to clean it earlier and kept trucking instead of stopping. Sometimes I like to leave the corrosion there so you forget exactly which part of the board was really the most corroded part, and sometimes you go back to that spot and it's like, oh yeah, there's something else. But now we'll go ahead and clean it. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up these. Yeah, this very well Thought it looked like it was alright, but it's extremely nasty around this. So I'm not gonna trust it. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this and the other. Then I'll retest, even though I don't think that's all there is to it. Times you're pleasantly surprised. You there's no way it's just this little this or that, and then you get lucky. Not normally the case. There's this much corrosion on these boards. It's I don't want to say it's never the easy route, but pretty seldom. Here. This should just clean this up here with solder. Yeah, that corrosion down there is worse than I thought. So all the way down inside of there, so. Nasty. Hopefully we can flood it. Solder here with new solder. They burn out the. Yeah, look at all the crap coming out of there. Nasty. I'm gonna have to do something different there because sure. This up here, and then I'm gonna have to go to the other side and make sure good connection there because the pad is pretty well shot. It was just make sure me applying all that heat, trying to burn out the nasty. And back here. Like that. I'm just going to check continuity across there from in. Good go. Okay, so that's input 1. I think that was fine. I don't think that was our issue at all, but it's cleaned up now at least. Clean this one up. Nasty. My words, this yeah. Pretty corroded, right? So down inside of there. I'm gonna clean that up. get that out of there. I don't know. That's pretty doggone nasty. Right. Again. Yeah, it's corrosion is just such a nasty. It makes it hard to solder that. How much corrosion is there, but again, that's a issue. I don't think it's. I think it's the cause of what we got going on here, but I'm gonna clean up these. That are a little rough. See what we get. Let's get back to finding where these drop off. So LM324N could be bad. Let's see what we're getting each part of this. Track this through the circuitry. Component by component, see what we're losing. Still don't have our LED there. Do that. Send, resend. That writes in there. Not green or not, but one. Where it's supposed to be. Okay, good. There we go. So we've got all of our digital outputs. We got our analog. We got 10 volts on those. Now, as soon as this gets finished writing, we'll check and see if our inputs are fixed. They shouldn't be. I don't. Assuming they're not, and then I'm gonna start tracing. Sorry about that. Get these, at least these boards are done. Take time and wait a minute. Oh, what are the odds that I actually did indeed fix those inputs? We'll take it. That is a win right there. Okay. I was anticipating more problems, so yeah, make sure we still got our inputs here. Updating sometimes is slow on these. You'll input 0 tends to update slow sometimes. Yeah, I think they've stopped. So pull it up again here. Something goofy going on here. These again? Yep. Perfect. All right. Now I need to reinstall our they're actually RJ9, we'll say RJ11, whatever connectors. I think I'll put in new ones. Let's see, sometimes they have some corrosion in them. Yeah, these are a little corroded. Moisture's been in there. So, apart from that, I want to clean this up a little more. So I'm going to just clean it up a little more. Some parts of the circuit that just look a little dodgy. And I mean, ultrasonic cleaning didn't get it, so then once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and as much as I can without going just totally crazy, I'm going to solder mask it, get UV mask on as much as I can. Again, without going crazy, I could almost, you could coat a lot of this if you really wanted to go wild. Not really want to do that. I want to make it functional and protected. Try to keep more corrosion from happening. I mean, it's going to go right back in to the duct, and it's going to have moisture, and it's going to have humidity and everything. So if I can avoid, I mean, that every time it comes back to me, each of these boards, every time they come back, the more corrosion they get, the more damage they get. Really, I really feel like it's just a lot of times, like, well, on these bad ones anyways, not on the ones that aren't so bad, but on the bad ones, it becomes less likely that we're gonna get a repair. So far, I've repaired 100% of these. I haven't had a single one that I have not been able to repair so far. But I am seeing just the age of these is starting to take its toll on the boards. So I know even more so the value of sealing them up. Be easy just to fix it, send it back, but eventually it won't be a matter of being able to repair it. It'll just be a matter of it's not worth it anymore. And these boards are more and more hard to come by all the time. A while back, I was able to find some on eBay that I could use for parts anyways. That were viable boards for parts, but I've looked again recently and now there really aren't options out there. There's a couple, and then there's the ones that are obviously somebody that realizes that these might be hard to come by soon, more and more, and their prices on them are outrageous. So there's a few out there that are reasonable. I buy those up whenever I find them. Try to find people that'll cut me a deal on, you know, a lot of them, you know, like a 20 at a time or 50 at a time. But the real important part at this point is the large section right here that totally losing its mind. Hate doing this much of it because it looks ugly. I do here what it looks like. The look toddler was finger painting, but I do more importantly want this to be functional repair and the repair that's gonna last. And even the parts I don't repair, like a lot of this I'm doing right now is not even parts of the board that I've repaired. These are avoiding future corrosion on this part of the board. I'm trying to be reasonable about it too. There's more I could do, but I don't want to make it a cost-effective repair for, you know, good for the customer and not something that's going to take me. I mean, these already take me probably more time than what I build them for, but good customer, they do bring me a decent amount of work, so take that. And they don't ever give me trouble when it comes time to pay, so it goes a long ways. Okay. Probably not going to be the prettiest board out there. By golly. It's a practical girl. Make it look good, though. A little bit. And it is relative too, because side is look good with a bunch of exposed copper. I mean, not if you know that that exposed copper is going to be the reason it comes back after a while, because all the corrosion, especially the smaller traces, actually several of these little pads, all solder pads, the through hole pads that come through, we'll cover those a lot of times too, just because they actually hold moisture. Moisture gets in here, that gets down in there, and then you think you're good because, you know, see it looks fine, but it's not. You check continuity from one side of the pad through the board to the other, and nothing there. And then sometimes it even looks kind of halfway clean. Oh, this is gonna be so ugly. That's okay. Take. Okay. Anything else real concerning here other than the fact that the part is ugly? I see more. Okay. These are small traces, so they do corrode. They corrode all the, they corrode through easier than the larger and thicker traces do. All right. I'll get the other side here in a little bit. I have to just do that side first. For UV. One out that we earlier. Clean up this other side. Check this. Interesting, yeah. Go up there so you can see what we're doing. I'll lay how I want them to here. I did earlier that didn't complete. I just did the one side, UV masked it, and then okay. Just going to the other side there, okay. Side now. Clean this up then. Perfect. There. Get this off here. He's out. Get him ready for the other side. Dang it. New piece. See, I have more of those connectors. I know I do. So I bought a set of them. The question is, where did I put them? Pretty well. For a while, had everything. Okay, you can see. I can. No, no love just yet. I'm gonna keep them here. I know I've got them here. Somewhere, let me think. I set them. Maybe right up here. This is not where I like to store stuff on the bench. This is why, again, one of the things I did not have a specific place ready for on my parts storage counter area. And those types of things end up in a drawer. One of many drawers. And then into a moment like this and I get frustrated because I cannot find them. And then I find them and I say, oh yeah, I remember putting those there. No, not one of those moments. I know they're not in there. In here. Halfway made sense, you know. Probably not there. Alright, think. Have to go over here again. Okay. I found every other connector known to man and to woman, and yet I cannot find where I put these dadgum things. Don't think they're right here. Okay, I don't think so. Although I need to go through that and clean that up. Oh, they're not right here. I'm gonna close this door. If I was me, on the day that I had those, where would I put them? It's a great question. I do not think they're on the bench. I really don't think I'm on the bench. Really don't think I would do that. Problem is I've seen them recently. And when I saw them, I remember thinking I probably won't need those for a long time. And yet here I am. In here. Don't think they're in here. Really don't, but I'm gonna look. There's random things in here. Oh yeah? No offense to who wrote that. All right. Oh. Bring some stuff over here to look through more thoroughly. found them. They were in with the capacitors. This is all stuff that has not found a home yet, and not been gone through and sorted. And I did not look in that box because, well, they should have been in there. That's why. So, oh, we can carry on. Back to work. Beautiful. Look at that. I don't want to watch that close or not, but do that. See there? Okay. I'm gonna test this back out, make sure that connects there, and then solder mask to the back side. There. Okay. Two. Edit. Program. I need to load the program first, so connect, load that. Program, clone it, testing. Okay, right to it. Last two should be those two. Hopefully. Come on. Come on. That will work, but for some reason. Get my. Let's check that again. The. got going here? Here, that, right, next. Okay, so definitely got issue here. Although these are really eroded. I'll clean those up first. But it does appear that we're not getting proper voltage. This here. Pretty doggone corroded. Here real quick just to see. Oh wow, yeah, look. It's hard to tell. But let's look at this. Okay. Thinking more along the lines of over here. Yeah. Definitely. Problem. Let's check this. Cloud mode. Yeah, it's so that's at least part of the problem here. Let's see here. We'll yes. Makes it hard to do everything when these are this corroded. You're fighting against corrosion and everything, especially when you're trying to solder or desolder. There's just so much crap going on. Check while I got this. Make sure we got what's in here. Go, something's. Oh my goodness, the whole trace missing here. This should be two trace here. There's no trace here. No trace here, all the way to here. So we got. Okay, that definitely the problem, or at least part of the problem, as I keep saying. Gotta pull this capacitor off. It's underneath this capacitor. The build. Build that trace. Oh wow, okay. Oh yeah, but the bottom of this capacitor was literally rusted out. So definitely got some issues there. Definitely got some issues. That out of there. It's cleaned up. Never a dull moment. All right. Moving on up. All right. Now, show you here. You can see missing traces here. No trace from here. That's just disgusting. A little bit of a trace there, but it's only like a fraction of. I mean, it's, oh my goodness, that's terrible. See, it's all rusted out right there. Yeah, extremely corroded. Mostly gone here. I'm gonna try to tie into that, I guess. A little prettier here for a split second anyways. I mean, look there, like this is, yeah, this is not even, sheesh. A little bit of a trace underneath there, but not really. I have to pull these. Golly. What a pain. What a pain. Get these out without too much trouble. Oh, nope, that one's broken. This is too, looks like maybe. Just they're corroded, they're so corroded that they're not. Yep, so corroded. I'm just gonna replace them. Got plenty of those little caps there. Oh, gotta pull that out too. Got new ones and they're brand new ones where I can pull them off of the donor board either way. What? Okay. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. Good. Get to clean it. And then rebuild the traces. Crazy how much of that trace is gone. Absolutely right. Not missing something else here, no. Okay, we'll clean this up a little more. As far as I can with those. Now I gotta figure out this way, get this there. So this one. So this one doesn't go anywhere else. It literally is just through here to there. This side of the board from here doesn't go anywhere, so that's should be fine. You can just loop around here and come this direction. But I do want to come as far this way as I can. There, to there. multiple ways to do this. I'm gonna try to solder a portion first, and then end it from there. However, gonna get a little problematic, I'm afraid. Okay. Start going, see what happens. Ugh. Booger. Want to cut that off. That's. Oh, Brian, dadgummit. There we go. Ah, there we go. Now. And guy, other guy. Alright. Keep this. Right, okay. Okay. This route a little bit. Like the way it's routing there around everything. Let's tie in right there. Just okay. Give that a shot now. Add gum. Okay, again, it's the I need now. I'm going to there. I'm gonna clean this up. I'm gonna solder mask as much as I can. Then see about putting the electrolytic cap in, the new one. Grab that out of my, got those in stock. Can go from there. That's Maryland. Here. What a message. I'm gonna go ahead and solder mask a lot of this, and then I'm gonna have to take some of it off probably for when I get to the part where I'm having to attach these capacitors, because the capacitors can tie in. Go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this. try that. For now, I'm gonna have to redo this. I don't know. We'll see. It's not overly excited. UV. This one now. Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's... Okay. Okay, installing another hose. Let's see here. Oh, that looks good. Fit here just fine, hopefully. Yep. All right, good. Connected on here. Solder mask the bottom. I'll probably test it first and solder mask the bottom. Much cleaner than the last one. made a huge difference, always makes a huge difference as far as soldering goes. People complain about how hard soldering is at times, and it's like, no, it's really not if you have flux and you have clean. This one was not the cleanest ever, obviously, because it's got a decent amount of corrosion, but at the same time, that makes it so much easier. So much easier. People call me all the time with repairs they want done, and they made an repair attempt on their own. They tried to solder it on their own. I tried it. Free advice, just order some flux, and then most of the time, by the time they call, they're way past wanting to try anymore. Kind of a shame, because most of the time I think people could, simpler things anyways, to do it on their own. It's really, it does take a little bit of a touch, but you practice a little bit, and it's really not that hard. But it does take the right equipment. You know, you don't want to, you want to have a little control with your soldering iron generally. You have to have a really high dollar soldering iron. The longest time when I was young, I had a cheap, just high and low temperature, that's all, just high and low. Yes, there were times it caused me issues that couldn't figure out what the problem was. It was due to too much temperature or not enough temperature, or the type of solder I was using. As far as the temperature, the melt point, those are all things you gotta learn, and to be honest, you don't have to know that to solder something. It's helpful, and you have a lot of frustration if you know what your melt point is and your temperature is at the tip. Yeah, go ahead and get these along here, I guess. Stop there on this one for now. Hopefully this. Oh, this. Yeah. Productive time under UV. I'd like to finish these up at least. Won't get to, but all right. 30, 50. Okay. Friends, gonna see annuity going here. I may have to run another trace, but I'm hoping that I don't. Continuity from there to there, we're good. All right. Field. Leave it standing off just a hair, as be sure. Yep. Be able to look underneath there and make sure. Water flow through. There we go. Sure. Look and see if I can see it. I think I can. Just check over here. Good there for that. One thing at a time. Just take one thing at a time. Now, I'm gonna have to be sure that these other caps tie in. I know this one. Yeah, this needs more UV time. I got it too thick there on that side, but see that there, that's I'll leave it under the UV lights for longer than that, but I get it that thick. I just a little bit of a hurry here. Get this all done. All right, this one, the diode, and a couple caps here. Here we go. Pull these off this way. These caps, yeah. Two. Fragile. Hey. Able to eat and retro so something different. Right. Easier if the solder sucker was functioning right now. Dang it, broke that one too. Okay. I'm just gonna some of these over here, brand new. So just let's see. Find ratings on it. On that note, I think I'm gonna call it. I'm tired and I'm hungry. Put those over here first. Have them ready for probably tomorrow. Have those real quick. Okay, I think this is should do it here. 23. 473. Okay, cool. Got those ready for tomorrow. Call it good for now. Something to eat, relax for a little bit. Do it all over again tomorrow.